Hello, everybody. Thank you very much to our hosts for inviting us here. I've heard some very inspiring talks in this exact room, and I feel moved that I'm now talking about our experience with generative AI, so thank you for that very much. Today marks a very important milestone for Athens College. We are diving deep into the world of generative AI, aiming to enhance the way we work as a school. Before I talk about our work with the 100 Mentors group, I'd like to invite our very much visionary president, Professor Spiro Polalis, to say a few words about the school's vision and commitment.
I just want to reaffirm that Athens College is committed to be a pioneer in artificial intelligence. The same way it has been pioneer for many innovations in its 100-year history. And we depend on our people to do that. And today I'm very happy to see that you are really engaged and you are going to make a difference for the school. Thank you very much.
So let me just describe how we structured this program. We started the program with two pilot groups. One of the groups is dealing with school management, is departments that work in the school management, doing fundraising, event planning, publications, all sorts of publications for the school, creating digital media, the branding of the school, the digital presence on social media, and doing a lot of community outreach. Those departments are the development department and the communications team. Next in line, after these two school management departments, are probably the admissions office, the accounting office. Those are all big departments that have a lot of workflows that might be updated and changed with generative AI. Then we have our academic departments. So in this pilot project, we included the Athens College Elementary School and the Psychiko College Elementary School. These groups include directors, co-directors, coordinators, and administration staff. So basically the whole management teams of the schools. Next in line are probably the junior high teams and the high school teams. Forward. So it was very important for all of us to be able to speak the same language. A few years ago, AI, generative AI, were terrifying words for me. I had to pretend I knew what I was talking about many times, and that wasn't a very pleasant situation. So we really needed to bring everybody in our teams on the same level. I was talking to a colleague of ours last week to get some feedback about how the program was progressing and how everybody was feeling, and she told me it was like someone gave me glasses when I couldn't see. And I felt that was a big success for someone who didn't have any experience with AI to say that so enthusiastically. I loved that feedback. So we started with the core principles of AI and generative AI applications to make sure that everybody knew what all these terms mean and what the possibilities are. I loved how it was very much embedded in the program, the responsible use of AI, because even if one doesn't feel very comfortable to use it so much or talk about it or teach it, it's very dangerous to use it without knowing the implications and the dangers of leaking important information or feeding the system with sensitive information that shouldn't be there. So I loved how we all got a lot of knowledge about responsible use. And then, by gaining all this experience, we were able to start distinguishing workflows and see how we can integrate AI applications in our day-to-day work. All of us now are able to recognize safety precautions we need to pay attention to, and we are now in the process of actually changing the workflows. We're waiting for our very nice, very much anticipated live sessions to do that. This is how I envision this whole project at the school. Athens College is a huge organization. We have about 4,500 students. All those come with parents and, you know, a couple of them, at least for every student, and teachers, more than 600 teachers, I think, 400 staff, and alumni, donors, friends. So it's a huge community. We needed to break into groups to make the digital transformation transition. And even though we do work in groups, and you see this mini ecosystem of Athens College, the workflows and the policies are highly shared at Athens College. So I feel like some departments are starting to get infected with the AI virus, and then that goes deeper and deeper into our core. So, as we're getting educated more about the capabilities and the technologies available, we are able to select the appropriate generative AI tools to basically work around these four big areas of activities, let's say. So we are creating a lot of content. We have a huge website. We are very active on social media. We create presentations daily, and we do a lot of outreach. Communication happens also inside the school or outgoing to our parents, again inside the school with teachers, donors. And then there is the very complex assignment of scheduling, like student duties, teacher duties, replacing teachers, organizing trips, putting kids in buses, sitting, sections every year, sections for general classes and sections for English, music, technology. It's a huge amount of repetitive tasks that we're hoping to see getting improved with generative AI. And then, of course, there are huge events, campaigns, and projects that need planning, and we're hoping to get some help with that too. Now, what I particularly like about our partnership with 100 Mentors is the emphasis that you give to the human factor. As a teacher, I am a true believer that everybody can achieve everything, provided with the right education and tools. So, and I like how you guys are focused on making the best use of technology, but having the humans in mind, not just do it to progress or make money, but do it to make the world better. I hope that's what's behind, and it's not just you know, a marketing. It's not, I know. So the aim of this program is to enable every team member in every department of the school as a group to advance and progress. That's how I feel it in my heart, this program. So as we move into the school year, more departments will enter the program. And possibly if you're able to accommodate us in December. Lastly, I would like to share something about my job and my workflows. So I was talking to some colleagues last week, trying to get feedback about, to talk to you, and also to prepare for the speech here. And as I always do, I was saying, you know, if there is any concern, any question, make sure you talk to me. I'll do my best to accommodate your needs, etc., etc. So I said, basically, use me as your bot. And I said it was very descriptive of what I wanted to say. Use me as your digital assistant. But ever since, I cannot stop thinking about it. Am I stealing the job of a machine? Have we been to that point? Or is my job changing because of what AI can do now? So really, I really want to sit down and discuss that a little bit at some point. But it was my revelation preparing for this speech. So thanks again. And I'll pass the floor to our 100 mentors co-workers. And
good evening, everyone. First, thank you, Dr. Stefanidou and Professor Polalis, for your vision and for the leadership that has brought us all here today. My name is Ioanna Taouki. I'm a lead GenAI instructional designer at 100 Mentors, and while designing this GenAI learning journey, I had the honor of seeing firsthand the commitment and openness that truly define this community. It's a privilege for our team at 100 Mentors to stand alongside an institution that is not only historic, but also courageous in how it approaches innovation. Tonight, we are here to celebrate an important milestone: the successful completion of GenAI Fundamentals course by all of you. But I want to underline something essential. This milestone is not the end. It is the beginning, the foundation upon which everything else will be built. What you have achieved over these past weeks is more than checking off modules. You have created a common language, a shared understanding of how to use GenAI safely, responsively, and effectively. You have developed the skills to craft strong prompts, evaluate AI outputs critically, and integrate GenAI thoughtfully into your work. And that shared foundation is exactly what allows a complex institution like Athens College to take the next big step. Because while we are celebrating today, we are also already moving forward. Over the past month, we have been working closely with the GenAI ambassadors from each of the departments mentioned, colleagues of yours who stepped up to help shape what GenAI will look like inside the college. Together, we have begun mapping real workflows, identifying where GenAI can meaningfully improve efficiency, creativity, and decision-making. From communications and development to elementary school leadership and administration, every department has unique processes. And what we are building now, together with the ambassadors, is a library of GenAI augmented workflows, tailored to the reality and needs of each department. At this point, I would like to invite my colleague, Vicky Pechlivani, a GenAI instructor in this program and adoption strategist at 100 Mentors, who has been working closely with many of you throughout the journey, to continue.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ioanna. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the trust that you've shown and the openness with sharing your workflows, your pain points. As Ioanna said, I'm Vicky Pechlivani. I'll be working with many of you over the last few weeks. I'm a GenAI adoption strategist, and this is where transformation starts becoming practical. This is where GenAI stops being a tool that you've just learned, and it becomes the intelligent co-worker, apart from the intelligent co-workers that you already have. Completing the fundamentals, the GenAI Fundamentals course, means that you are now ready to step into the practical application of all the GenAI tools that we will be exploring together. Our goal is, as we said, is not just to introduce the technology and leave you off, is to give you all the skills that you need to be able to bring GenAI into your workflows, into your teams. You have now the AI literacy level across the school, and you're ready to start thinking creatively, identifying pain points and bottlenecks, and bringing in GenAI into your workflows. And we are here to support you and celebrate you today. Your curiosity, your professionalism, your trust, and your openness, sharing with us all your workflows and ways of working, was revealing to us as well. So thank you very much. We will celebrate you now, one by one, individually, for completing the GenAI Fundamentals course. So we're going to call you on stage. Thank you very, very much.
Let me say something before we proceed. I started by saying that we're committed to use artificial intelligence in Athens College across the board. That's fundamental, and this is how it is. We're not going to go back. But more important, we are committed to have happy people. Happiness is very important for our school. And happiness of the parents, happiness of the students, and happiness of you. And if I understand correctly, with the workflows, we're going to make the job easier, more accurate, more complete, and this is what we're looking for. And the key word is workflows. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. We would like to call on stage Mrs. Amalia Zaous. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Congratulations. Mrs. Vili Pavlou. Mr. Chrysostomos Lefterátos. Congratulations. Mr. Ipatios Mouratoglou. Mrs. Faye Kafetzopoulou. Thank you so much. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. Mrs. Effie Abadji. Mrs. Ελένη Μαρία Παπαδοπούλου. Mrs. Anna Massina. I don't know if I put the accent correctly. Mrs. Dimitra Panagouli. Mr. Panagiotis Dedes. Mrs. Vasiliki Karkasi. Mrs. Maria Thermogianni. Mrs. Κυριακή Λαμπροπούλου. Mrs. Ευαγγελία Γκούμα. And of course, Mrs. Anna Stefanidou. Thank you very much for all the coordination. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Thank you very much. I want to make sure, is there anybody else who didn't hear your name? Is there anybody else from the school? No? Okay. Just to make sure. No problem. Κάνουμε δύο σειρές, δεν ξέρω. Να κάνουμε δύο σειρές.
Χωράμε.
Χωρέσαμε. Τέλεια.
Εντάξει, τέλεια.
Εμείς το χωρούσαμε. Θέλετε να κάνουμε και ένα πιο μαζεμένο. Εντάξει.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Ελπίζουμε να είσαι και στο επόμενο summit, να είναι και μεγαλύτερο. Του χρόνου, σε ένα χρόνο από τώρα. Μας παίρνει ένα χρόνο να ξεκουραστούμε από τα summit.
Ναι.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ.